What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dark Days. My name is Juan, also known as Lost Night, and today we are going to progress a little bit farther into Drangleic Castle. We still are just at the castle threshold, and we're going to talk to a pretty dope NPC that greets us at this foyer.
Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before?
This castle is a domain.
His Highness.
You are a guest of our castle. Do you seek an audience with my...
Unfortunately, my lord, the king, the queen has taken. My lord...
The queen has taken him.
On souls. He vanquished 4 great ones and built this kingdom.
Our king has watched over this land, King Vendrick.
The king had a dear queen, a woman of unparalleled beauty. Long ago, the queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our lord of the looming threat across the seas, of the king crossed the ocean, and defeated
the giants. Sadness ahead, definitely.
the golems to celebrate victory. The queen brought peace, a peace so deep, the dark. Is this? Where am I? Who are you? By who? Welcome, our guests. Tell me.
We get this one's me.
My lord made Megan. Our king.
So huge bombs just dropped at Chancellor Wallace's dialogue, and he sells the Lucerne, which is awesome because it deals piercing thrust damage, which means you can use it with the Leo ring. And I think he also sold the Black Knight weapons if you got that, or the black armor weapons or something like that. He still sells them in this vanilla game, but I just don't remember how you get them. And you see he has an unlimited amount of magic arrows and lightning arrows, as well as repair powder. So yeah, very much end game vibes, like items that are so rare in the game, but now you find a merchant that just sells an infinite amount of them, which is cool. But yeah, huge bombs just dropped right there. So Chancellor Wallace just told us primarily the main thing. Vendrick is not here. So this whole time we've been like looking for Vendrick. We've been trying to find where he went, where he is, because we need to find an answer to this cure, for this curse. And he's not here. He's not at the castle. And then another bomb is the queen took him. So he tells us a little bit about the story of Vendrick, which is Vendrick went across the seas. First, he was like us. He defeated the 4 great ones, right? So the 4 souls, I guess, get passed down after each generation of the world, because they're from the 4 original Lord Souls, right? Gwen, Seath, the Witch of Isolith, and then Nito. And then the furtive pygmy, of course, right? So every generation has these 4 Lord Souls. And in Vendrick's timeline, he was the chosen one who defeated the 4 lords and then built this kingdom around them. Which is crazy, right? That means he was the guy, like he was him, right? And then he's chilling, he makes these discoveries on souls, and then Nashandra, the queen, appears out of nowhere, right? And convinces him that he has to fight the giants who are across the sea. So he goes across the sea and he raids the giants and he takes something from them. And then the giants come back to Drangleic and attack Drangleic, right? So once that he was victorious, he did all this to impress the queen, right? He did it all for her to gain like her favor, which is crazy, right? We're gonna come to find out a little later that the way that the queen reacted had an effect on Vendrick, right? So yeah, huge bombs getting dropped right there. At this point in our journey, all we've been trying to do is get here to talk to Vendrick. And upon our arrival, the first thing that they tell us is Vendrick is not here, right? So now we got to figure out where he is. So that's the progression, right? We got to figure out where Vendrick is. Why is he not at his castle? What happened to him, right? I'm trying to get cheeky with these parries. Ooh, I don't deal a lot of damage with this Murakumo. It's a very unupgraded Murakumo. Okay, I can still pancake him though. Yeah, pretty crazy. And then Nashandra, right? The mystery of Nashandra, who she is, where she's coming from. And we'll find out a little bit more about her as well. She's a pretty interesting character. I wish there was more to her, you know. The DLCs expand on, you know, where she's from. But there's not much about her in the game. Like, as far as you, the player character, interacting with her, you know. Okay. Alright guys, a little bit of a shorter episode today. Our oh my god, real goal is to try to get to the first bonfire. So, yeah. And this place can get a little confusing. So we're really gonna try our best to, I knew it, dude. We're gonna try our best to go bit by bit, clear out each area. Because that's what we do, man. We're the Lost Knight. We don't run past enemies. We clear it all out. So hopefully I don't miss any secrets. Be wary of overwhelming. Definitely. So we have 3 paths. We got the path to our left, this door right here, which is the bonfire, and then the path down the stairs to the right. That path that was down those steps is going to be pretty important later. But as far as right now, we're going to leave Dranglake Castle right here. Next week's episodes, we are going to backtrack a little bit. We're going to get some stuff that we missed, just to also make sure we do that before it's too late. And then probably make our way to the King's Passage the week after that. We'll see. Dang, and she tells us right there, she's like, yeah, the king, he ran away. Maybe he's foreshadowing of what you're gonna do. She just called us a huge bitch, dude. After all we've done for the Emerald Herald. Damn. Alright, let's take a second. Show you guys some items that we haven't looked at yet. For example, I want to check out Vengrel's armor. Let's see if we put that on. Where's it at? There it is. Known as a raging deadly warrior, even Feroce's Lion Knights kept him at arm's length. And it's pretty heavy. Looks badass though, right? like the red fur, the red pelt looking stuff. Pretty sick. And you see his equipment. I mean, unupgraded, it's still pretty strong. It's probably the second best defense we have besides the Drangleic set. But it is heavy, man. It is real heavy. Alright. And then also, now that we have a few bosses under our belt, this dude over here, just look at his ass just lounging back here. He will actually sell some of the boss armor. So, yeah, we got the Lost Sinners gear. Spikes pointing inward suggest this was not only used to bind prisoners, but to torture them. Tightly clenched presses against the waist. Who this was, used to punish, or for what reason. Yeah. And her gauntlets increase pyromancies. And we also saw the Smelter Demon set in there as well. So we'll definitely do some shopping with this guy. But I think for today, that's kind of it. Thank you guys for checking out these week's episodes of Dark Days. And I'll catch you guys next week.